But you gotta secure these bags.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Late Night Queens. It's on the screen, on the scene. I am your girl, Sharice Croft. Good evening, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tag your girl, tag your guy. Let them know that I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. And I have a special guest tonight. He is a digital creator. He is a film director. He is an author. Like I said before, he's much more. We have Jalen Hughes on the screen, on the scene with Late Night Queens. Welcome.
Man, that was a bar. Thank you so much for having me and for having the platform. We need more creators out here that have a platform to let other people express themselves, but also to get down to the grill grind, the nitty gritty. So thank you for having me.
Yes, Mr. Jalen is here. I met you at the Black Men of Excellence this spring, right? Was it spring? It was springtime?
I think it was in March.
I can't
remember. I don't know, but I definitely remember. Yeah, it was a good time.
Earlier in the year. So he is once again on the screen, on the scene with Late Night Queens. Once again, I am Sharice Croft. Y'all come on in. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your drink, your soda, tag your people. We're going to be talking with Jalen because he's got a lot going on, and I want the people to hear this young man. Well, let me shout out first. Your girl's outfit is brought to you tonight by She Thrifted Things Boutique. Yours truly, She Thrifted Things Boutique. But let me get into Jalen here. So Jalen, as we were talking earlier, tell the people, who is Jalen Hughes? Break it down. Tell them who you are.
Jalen Hughes is a young man, young leader who wants to see change and be the change that he wants to see. He's also a person that is great at communicating and building relationships. I believe a lot of people need each other, and we're all out here trying to grind, but we're stronger together. So it's beautiful that we can come together for not only what we're having right now and have a real talk, but also for whatever, when it comes to business, when it comes to life, it's definitely nice. So I'm a messenger, I'm a connector. My middle name is Matthew, and if you know anything about the Bible, Matthew was a messenger. He was one of God's messengers, and so I feel like I'm a soldier in God's army, and not only am I giving out a message and I'm telling a story, but I'm helping others tell their story. So it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Now, you're a digital creator. Tell us what you do with this digital creating.
So you'll see my face a lot on social media, all over. When it comes to digital creating, I really get to show another side of me, which is kind of like that actor and just creative side of me. You know, growing up, originally I was a childhood actor and model until I was about the age of 7. I went to, which is kind of crazy, I went to an all-white Baptist school, or no, Christian school, it wasn't Baptist, but Christian school in Freeport, Illinois. And, you know, I was different. So I got bullied, and people didn't really make me feel like that was for me, even though I thought that was for me, right? And so you go through these times and these trials and tribulations of, you know, going through life. What's for me? What's not for me? And it's like I came back to this multiple times. You know, I had different chances when I was like 16 and when I was 15 to get back into it. It just wasn't the right time. But, you know, God says there's a time and a place for everything, and now here's my time and place.
But you're a young man. Tell the people how old you are. You have so much going on.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm currently 28. I will be 29 in February. And it's going to be the 22nd, which is also George Washington's birthday, if you know your history. And so definitely give me something. I appreciate you.
Now, also, besides being a digital creator, you are a film director. Tell the people about that, because, you know, there's not many young people that are into film directing.
You know, honestly, there is more, but I think one of the things that makes me different is I'm okay with showing this other side of me and bringing people to me. I think a lot of creatives out here, they get in a shell because they feel like they're so creative and they're maybe not the most social or maybe the most outgoing, and that can hinder themselves getting bigger and really getting to this money. Because there's money out here for all of us. It's just how do we get to it? Where are the avenues, and what is going to be your so-called niche or product that's going to get you to where you need to go?
So with the film directing, what has been your latest project?
So my latest project that I finished was I'm trying to think how I can do it. I guess it was almost like a documentary in some ways. It was a short film. It was of a dance girl who wanted to depict Harriet Tubman and her, like, going through the Underground Railroad. And so we went down to one of the known national places of the Underground Railroad in Milton, Wisconsin. It was the Milton House Museum. Only about an hour or so from here. And, you know, it was beautiful. We took a tour. We got to film in all different areas. The tour guide was amazing, and it was just beautiful. And one thing that I tell everyone about this film, because recently it's been shown in a couple churches and whatnot, and it's the story, you know. I haven't really fully marketed it like that because I think there's more avenues for it. I just have to find the right avenues, and I want to not only be able to help get some money off of it so I can support this young girl's career. She has talent. Right now she moved to Texas, but, you know, you can send money anywhere, right? So I want to help her career. She's still going, and this is something beautiful that we all came together and did. So I do actually have to give a shout out for that. So shout out to Fab Dance and Fitness. Fabby Williams was the choreographer on that one. And shout out to Chanel Edwards and Maria Ragland, because they were also the people, the mother and the daughter, who wanted to, you know, make this thing happen.
Wow. Now, you are also an author. We spoke about a few books, and you still got some other stuff in work. Tell the people, 28 years old, and how many books you have, and what's the next book you have going on? Yeah,
so I currently have a trilogy out on personal growth and development. The first one is on on self-awareness, because you have to know yourself. The second one is going to be on self-confidence, because you have to love yourself and be confident in yourself. And the third one is on understanding the why, understanding how to ask questions, communicate, and get to where you're trying to go throughout life. So that trilogy actually came out, I think it was March or May of last year. So we've been working since then. I wanted to take some time to not only make this next book longer, but also give more. I'm really big on giving out as much as I can give, and to try to each one teach one. So this next book coming out, it's called The Mogul Mindset. It's going to be my first book on entrepreneurship, and it's going to debunk and give you a little bit of insight on the 20 most common things that all of entrepreneurs are probably going to face during your time, either just starting your business or you're probably facing some of these right now. So
You know, Jalen, you're such a bright young man, and you have a college degree. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And where'd you attend college at?
So I got 2 degrees, I guess, technically. One, my associate's degree from Kishwaukee College, where I played 2 years of collegiate baseball, where I also am the last Arrowhead Conference champion in our college's history since my coach did it in 1996. So we did it in 2016. And then my bachelor's is in healthcare management from Columbia.
All right. Jalen, so before we go any further, what will you tell the young people, or tell the people, the world here, of how they can get involved and if they're thinking about, a documentary, writing a book, telling their story?
First of all, just have the passion in it. There's a lot of things that come to you, and God brings things to you that may not be the time and the place. So this documentary that I'm going to do coming up soon, I was rushing myself to try to get it out by March of 2025. But then I said, I have everything in place but the money. And every time I try to get the right funding and I try to do too much, it doesn't fall by the wayside, but it just doesn't go the way that it needs to go. And I'm big on jumping in the waters, even though you may not know, but I also want to know what I'm doing when I jump in those waters, right? So I don't need the life jacket, but I do need to know how to swim. And so I just want to make sure everything's right. Now I've pushed it out to probably March of 2026. And it's going to be something where I can give to the community, but also tell a story about how things have changed and how we might be able to come together to build something beautiful and newer. I think we're in a very transitional period in our lives, just because of economy, culture, and just the state of where we are in life, outside of our own lives. And so I just want to be able to kind of show a little bit about that, and also give it to God. I knew that I had so many ideas, and I was like, man, what's going to hit first? Everyone only wants that one hit, but it's not always about that. I did my first film, and now it's the second one coming, and it's like, when the time comes, it's right. God says there's a time and place for everything, and then it will come. And so I'm ready.
I hear you. So you also are active in your community.
Extremely.
Tell the people what you do about your community. How active, and you're an activist. Obviously, you're an activist.
I can show you a real activist, but I'm just a young man who wants to be the change that I want to see, So recently, obviously, a lot of people know about the live that we just did. It amassed over 30,000 views, and it wasn't because I was called out there to start anything or to bring hate. It was because God brought me there to expose an injustice. The real story about what happened with that is I was supposed to meet up with somebody earlier at their house, and they weren't there. They weren't answering their calls. So by the grace of God, I'm on my way home, and boom, I see them on the side of the road. Knowing me, hey, are you okay? What's going on? First thing they tell me what's going on, Jalen, we need you to go live. We need to show everybody this. I said, on the page that has the most views, or the page, on what page? Because I have multiple pages. They said the one that's got most of our people here in our town. And so I went on my personal page, and it went as far as it's going. It's still going, and it's just beautiful because there's so many people that came together. There's so many people that don't even look like us, but are part of our community.
Right.
And so they came out and they had to talk about the injustices. So it's just beautiful how we can come together and we're stronger together. And, this isn't over. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people think just doing one thing was good enough. Oh, they just had a one hurrah. No. Now we do it bigger and better every time. So I employ anybody who sees something in their city or their community or in their backyard, whatever, to stand up about it if you feel like it is wrong and you really truly know that it's wrong. When it came to what we were doing, if you look up the definition of a hate crime, that was almost it's checking the dots. So it wasn't like I'm here because, oh, you're a Trump guy, or this person's a Kamala person. I truthfully don't care what you vote for. That's your right, and that's the beauty of our country, to have that right. But I care about you depicting something that is terrifying and disrespectful and blatantly racist to people who do look like me and people who also don't look like me.
Right. Yeah, that was a big one. It was big here. Now I saw you work with any council people, senators, state representatives.
So this election, I wanted to get out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
I wanted to learn a little bit more about politics because at the end of the day, these people are just regular folks just like us, but they are the people that are trying to make decisions and whatnot. So I employ everybody to go out there and really try to get to know the people who are supposed to be representing you. And I say that very emphatically because a lot of these people get in office and whatever may happen by the wayside, they may not be representing you the way you feel like is behooving you and your family and your community. So I just implore you to say something. I implore you to go out there and try to talk to these folks. At the end of the day, a handshake and a hello, it can go so far. But don't be afraid to be out of your comfort zone. When I came into here, I didn't know hardly anybody, and all these people were coming around, and it's like, well, this guy's this, and he has, security and whatnot. But then when I get you one-on-one, you pee, poo, you eat, you wake up, you brush your teeth, just like I do.
Right.
Exactly. You may have a little trick up your sleeve that's slightly different, but it's the same way. We all bleed the same blood.
Jalen, what would you, what legacy you want to leave?
The legacy that I want to leave is a legacy that people knew that I was someone that looked out for people who thought they didn't have a voice or thought they couldn't amass to whatever they really wanted to. When I started my business, it was I want to be a voice for others who are represented because I knew what it was like feeling like I didn't have a voice and I had so much to give. You see how, we're able to have this amazing conversation and talk. There's so much to give to others, and I want to thank you publicly in front of everybody for not only blessing this, because your blessing and your prayer was very spot on. Whoever needs to see this, whoever needs to hear this, I pray that you do, and I pray that it serves you. I pray that we are coming together to give something to this community or to whoever your followers in the community that you've amassed to better their lives and to hopefully give them something to go out and be bigger and better. I'm someone who wants to always look out for others and show people that it doesn't matter where you come from, you just have to have what it takes to push forward and make something of yourself. We're all born whatever, poor, rich, whatever, but if you die poor, that's on you.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? You listen to this young man here. If you haven't, tag your friends. Let them know that Late Night Queens is on the screen, on the scene with Mr. Jalen Hughes. This young man is awesome. Do you hear me? Awesome. We are not finished here. I just want to make sure that we have any questions here. Anybody roll any questions for us here? Jalen, what advice would you give to younger black men?
Such an amazing question. Bless your heart. The advice I give to younger black men, but just young people in general, really, but specifically young black men, be okay with being in these rooms that you feel like you may not be wanted. And I say that because there's a lot of times you're going to go places, work, life, wherever in life, you feel like, there's may not enough of us around, right? Or I may feel out of place. But we all can come together on one thing and have something because we're all people. Learn to get out of your comfort zone and talk to someone. And get a mentor. And also go to therapy, but definitely get a mentor. And get a mentor because there's always going to be someone that can relate to you in some ways, whether you believe it or not, and that can help you get further. I have a mentor, and my life has just shot up, skyrocketed. Shout out to Antonio T. Smith Jr., and I want to give him his flowers, and I always do it by interviews because we deserve it. You know, I'm the child, I'm the baby child of 4, right? And I have 2 older brothers and an older sister, and my 2 older brothers, I love them to death, but they were never like that older brother to me, right? I finally have one, and I employ all these young men, young people in general, get a mentor and make sure that you align with what they have going on. You know, not only do I align with what he has going on, but he can align with me because he's been through struggle as well. You know, there's time where I have nowhere to go. There's time where he had nowhere to go. You know, so see how you can connect with people. They don't even have to look like you, but just connect, get a mentor, and learn how to be okay with being uncomfortable.
You know, that's really tough and hard for anyone. But Jalen, what else do you want to add to your resume?
Ooh, this might sound a little cocky, but at this point, I'm not even really trying to build a resume anymore. I'm just building a legacy. I feel like a resume is something for a job. At this point, I have a career. I don't have a job, right? And not only that, I am a business owner. So at this point, I technically don't have to work for anybody if I didn't want to. But I align with what I'm doing, so I'm working with someone, and I know what I can do can boost what they're doing, and we can be something bigger. Because I'm going to tell everybody this, and if you listen to only one thing I say, listen to this. If you don't get behind technology, you will be left behind.
Because, you know, I told you I'm just so, me and technology, it's like, So that's what you would...
That's that being uncomfortable.
I know.
And the thing is, we've connected. So now you can't fail. You have me. Use me. I'm a resource. If I know what I'm doing, why can I not implore you to do it? Because there's something you can teach me as well. Look what you're doing. I don't have a podcast yet. I could, but I don't. And there's a lot of people that are shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? But what are they doing? Hopefully sitting here watching us instead of doing what we're doing. So bless your heart and keep doing what you do.
Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Jalen. Jalen, we went over digital creating. Oh, no. You were nominated for marketing promoter at the Rockford Community Votes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so shout out to the community of Rockford because I'm technically not a Rockfordian, but I'm here so much. It's beautiful. So shout out to the community of Rockford. This last year in 2023, the Rockford Community Votes awarded me the platinum winner in digital marketing, videography, photography, and video production. This year, we're voting right now, so please go vote. This year, you know, I'm in the running for the same 4 again, and it's just a beautiful run because this community has embraced me because I believe it wasn't just about being the best, right? It was about connecting people and really showing that we're all people together. I think anybody that works with me can really enjoy the way that I go about the work. And yes, I'm talented, but there's other people that's just as talented, if not better than me. But that's not the problem. It's what makes you different. What makes me different is I'm going to be on camera and show you how to do it if you don't know how to do it. I'm going to be great at it. And then I'm going to get behind the camera and implore you to do it. And not only that, I'm going to have the insight to be a personable person and have a real conversation with you. Everybody is our people. This isn't always about that transactional back and forth. At the end of the day, a poor person wants their money in the beginning. A rich person knows they're going to get it in the back end. I'm worried about the back end.
I got you, Jalen. Jalen, what, before we end this, what else do you want to tell the world? I know you have so much more. What inspiring words would you, encouraging words, that you would leave to the young people that are watching, even the older people, to inspire, encourage, motivate, and to bless them?
Man, such a beautiful question. Hey, y'all give her some stars. This was a great interview. She is a great interviewer. Thank you so much. So I would employ others to We all have a story. We all have a story. It doesn't matter if you think it's lame or whatnot, and it makes you you, and it makes you unique. So go out and tell that story. Whatever it is, go out and find your passion. We all have a passion that we can monetize. You just have to learn how. And we're stronger together. Learn how to connect. Learn how to have communion. Learn how to network. You know, if you see me around, come talk to me. Like, I'm a very personal person, and if I don't know it, I'm going to link you to someone else that may know it. You want more people like me around. And I'm not saying that as a brag, but I'm saying that as someone that when you go into the room, you're going to want someone that's going to talk good about you behind your back and get you an opportunity or put you in the right situations to gain. Those are the people you want in your life. So know the people you have in your life and check your own harvest. A lot of times we all want to look at someone else, you know, what they're having or why you may not be having it. It may not be for you, but check your own harvest. Learn what's for you. Learn how you can live the life that you want to live and go out there and get it. I would also say, please read. I know that's so crazy, but please read because there's so much free information out there for us and that can bring you together. Don't be afraid to tell your story. At the end of the day, you all have a story. Go out there and tell it. And if I was the person, and don't listen to everyone around you. And I say that because there's going to be so many people that are going to say, don't do this or do this because it's not for them. And it's not for them because it's only for you. Only you know your own vision. Only you can tell your own story. So you go out there and do it. But know if it's for you, go into it. Don't, I can't say the other word, but don't just do half do it. You have to really get into this and know it's for you because that's how you're going to get it. So I would employ everybody to do that. Again, please get a mentor. Get somebody that you can talk to. One thing that my mentor talks about a lot, and I also do now, because I've been through my own life, he just says it a little bit better than I do. Nobody suffers alone. There's always somebody that may be out there for you. And I've been through times where I thought it was only me, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. Right. I'm blessed to see 28, and I'm hoping to see 30 in a couple of years. So it's okay. Talk to somebody. Use somebody. Whether it's a friend or a foe, someone needs to talk to somebody, whatever you got going on. And follow this woman and share this page, because I feel like there's another 1,000, 10,000 people that we can bless tonight with our conversation as well.
Thank you, Jalen. So how can the people find you? What are your platforms? You have plenty of them, so how can they reach you?
Yeah, so for the most part, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. The best place to find me and to learn more about me is my website, which is JaylenMJHughes.com. That is JaylenMJHughes.com. You can find everything there when it comes to my business and what I got going on now. If I did pique your interest a little bit when it came to my documentary film and you feel just graceful and want to give, because it is the season of giving coming up, definitely donate to my film because you can see all the stuff about that as well. So anywhere, Jalen MJ Hughes, you can find me. Jalen Hughes in the community, Jalen Hughes on Facebook. I'm just a regular young man who, is just like you all, but said that I'd rather die trying.
I hear you. It doesn't hurt to try. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning in to Late Night Queens, which is on the screen, on the scene with Mr. Jalen Hughes. Is there anything else you want to tell the world?
Girl, we gonna be here all night.
I know.
But hold on, I want to tell the world, look how fly she is, man. She wanted to talk about me, but I want to talk about her. Look how fly she is. So first off in that, and also keep supporting beautiful creators like this. We're all here grinding, we're all here working. A share and a like is free. So don't say you can't support. Thank you.
Thank you all for tuning in. I thank you. Your girl is back here, Late Night Queens, on the screen, on the scene. Thank you, Jalen, for sitting on the red couch tonight. Thank you for coming through. I know it was a little bit of a journey, but thank you for riding out, coming all the way out here to see your girl and whatnot. Look, I call you, I'm a girl now.
Yeah, we locked in.
We're connected now. We're connected now. Once again, you all, thank you for tuning in. Late Night Queens, on the screen, on the scene. To the next time, may God bless you, may God keep you. Let me make sure I'm trying to, if I get any shout outs I want tonight. I was at church tonight. Lady Fanbro, Lisa Fanbro, awesome. High Ground Christian Center. I love you all. May God bless you, may God keep you. To the next time, love you. Good night.